Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called For the Love of X's and V's by the Bard. Um, I know I've been doing a lot of these type of puzzles, but I love these type of puzzles, so that's why I do it. So anyways, let's get on to the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 in each row, column, and box without repetition. So there are no repeats in any row, column, or box. We also have anti-knight, where cells that are a knight's move apart in chess may not contain the same digit. So, for example, if this cell were, say, a 4, in addition to not having repeats in any column, row, or in the same box, you also could not have repeats that are a knight's move away from that 4. So that would be these cells could not contain a 4 also, because they are a knight's move away from this cell. And that's how anti-knights work. We also have quadruples, where digits in a quadruple circle must be placed at least once in the 4 cells touching that circle. So in this circle, that means that there must be a 7 in the 4 cells surrounding this quadruple circle. It could be any of the 4. It could be more than one 7 also. This is also saying there must be at least one 4 in one of the 4 surrounding cells in these 4 cells surrounding these quadruple clue. And then finally, the main impetus behind this puzzle is XV, where digits separated by an X sum to 10, and digits separated by a V sum to 5, and all X's and V's are given. So the negative constraint is in place. So that means if this were a 3, it's not a black. If this is a 3, this would be 2. If this were a 3, this would be 7, because these must add up to 10, these must add up to 5. But if we have a 3 here, we know we cannot have a 2 or a 7 sharing an edge with it, because if it did, there would necessarily have to be an X or V next to this digit if it were the case. And since we know there's nothing there, because all X's and V's are given, that means you can never have 2 and 7 be in any of these 4 cells if this were a 3. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. We know these are any digit that has a V next to it are 1 through 4, right? So these are 1 through 4, these are 1 through 4, 1 through 4 here, 1 through 4, 1 through 4, 1 through 4, and 1 through 4. Well, we can eliminate 1 through 4s when we have a lot of, when we have 4 of them, right, in a row or column or a box, because that forms quadruple. So this has to be 5 through 9 here. This is 5 through 9 because we have 4 1 through 4s in the box. We have 4 1 through 4s in column 4. So this must be 5 through 9. These are 5 through 9, but these can't be 5 because they're next to an X. So they have to be specifically 6 through 9 here. This is 6 through 9, so therefore this must be 1 through 4, which means this has to be 6 through 9. But in this box, or actually specifically in this quadruple clue, the 4 must be in one of the surrounding 4 cells. So the 4 cannot be here because it must be in one of the surrounding cells here. So this can't be 4, which means this can't be 6. This can't be 6. In box 8, we have actually, in box 5, one of these pairs is 1 through 4, and the other one's 6 through 9 to add up to 10. Same here. So we have all the 1 through 4s in this box, so this must be 5 through 9. This is 5 through 9. Same here. In box 8, we have this has to be 5 through 9 here. In box 6, we have a similar situation. One of these is 1 through 4. One of these is 1 through 4. And these two are obviously 1 through 4. So the remaining digits in box 6 have to be 5 through 9. We don't. Okay, so one of these has to be 1 through 4. Because you have a 1 through 4 and then a 6 through 9 added together here. So this must be a 6 through 9, and the rest of the digits are 5 through 9. Therefore, this is a 1 through 4 here. What else do we have? We have 4 1 through 4s in row 7. So this must be 5 through 9. These are 5 through 9. This can't be 5 because it's next to a X. Okay, so we should start coloring then. But I'm not sure which one to start coloring. I guess let's start coloring box 2, maybe. Yeah. Let's do box 2. So we'll make this red, green, pink, and orange. Where's the 1 through 4 that has to be here? It has to be the red one because we already see the pink, green, and orange here. This red, it adds up to 5 with the green, so this must be the green. This can't be red or green, so this is pink or orange here. Pink must be one of these two. Orange must be one of these two. Because pink cannot be here, so pink has to be one of those. And orange cannot be here, so orange has to be one of those. We don't know what this is. Neither of these can be green. So it could be pink, orange, or red for any of those. These two digits must match, so they must be different than these. So these two digits are these two digits specifically. These two digits are the same as these. This is red. So the red cannot be either of these or these, adding up. Because if it were, okay, this can't be the green. This has to be either pink or orange. We're not sure which. Since this is pink or orange, this can't be pink and orange. This is red and green, which forces these to be pink and orange. The green has to be one of, the low green has to be one of these two. This cannot be red either. So it could be green, orange, or pink here. We're not sure which. So this could be red or green, which means this could be red, green, or orange to add up to 10. This has to be red or green, but we don't know which. Okay. This part we're going to color differently because maybe we can see something else. So this we're going to make, I guess, medium and dark. This will make yellow and blue. So this matches yellow. This obviously cannot be yellow or blue, so this is medium or dark here, which makes this a medium or dark here. This must be yellow or blue, but this cannot be yellow, therefore this must be the blue one. Right? Because if this were the yellow one, then this would have to be a high yellow, and it would see that one. So this can't be 4, which means this can't be 1 here, which means this can't be 9. Where is the yellow low? It has to be here. Because it can't be here because we have all the yellow, all the other lows here. This is yellow and blue. So this is the low yellow, which means the high yellow has to be one of these two. The high yellow cannot be here. So the high yellow is one of these two also. Okay. So, this cannot be medium gray high. Huh. Okay. Okay, yes, let's use this coloring then. Oops. I think this is more helpful. So, this obviously can't be blue or dark. So it's orange or medium. This can't be orange or medium, so it's blue or dark. And we don't know what this is. This is also yellow or medium because it can't be blue or dark. This is also blue or dark here. Okay. This cannot, okay, this is blue or yellow, which means this is medium or dark here. We don't know which it is though. Okay. This is a 5 through 9 because we already have all the 1 through 4s in box 7. So the medium dark cannot be here. The medium dark has to be here, which means the medium dark is one of these, which means the medium dark has to be one of these 3. The medium gray. The dark gray can be any of these 3. So that's not helpful. So this cannot be blue. If this, okay, so this can be yellow, medium, or dark, which means this has to be blue, medium, or dark, which makes this yellow, medium, or dark here. Okay. I don't know if that tells us very much, but... Mm, hmm. Okay. Mm, hmm. Hmm. Mm, whatever this one is has to be one of those three. That doesn't really tell us much. uh. Oh, anti-night. I keep forgetting that. Okay. I was wondering. I'm like, I'm totally missing how. Okay, so this is high blue. This is high blue. Where's the high blue in row 7? Can't be here because this is high. We have one in the box. Can't be here because we have another one in the box. So this must be high blue, which means this cannot be blue. This has to be yellow, which means this can't be yellow. This is blue. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is 2, 3, 4. We have anti-knights. um, interesting. What is that? Does that tell us anything? I don't know. Um, anti-knight. So this cannot be the low 2, 3, 4, but it could be the high 2, 3, 4. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Okay, we have anti-knights too. I'm not good with anti-knight rule set, so this is gonna take me a little longer. Um, hmm. If this is blue and yellow, this can't be blue. So this would have to be yellow, and this would be blue. If it's medium and dark, I guess that's okay. Yellow cannot be the low here, either way. Hmm. Whatever this digit is must be one of those two. So it has to be one of those three. Uh, hmm. If this is medium and dark, this can't be dark. So this would be medium. This would be dark. if this is yellow and blue, this can't be yellow. This could still be medium and dark from both. Let's make medium, I guess, red, so that we can make it easier to, oops. And then dark, we're gonna make green. So this would be red, that would be green. If these two were the same, sorry, if they were blue or yellow, this can't be yellow, so this would be blue, this would be yellow. So either way, the medium yellow has to be one of these two. Sorry, the low yellow has to be one of these two. I don't know. Because this can't be the low yellow. Obviously, none of these could be low yellow. None of these could be low yellow. So one of these two is the low yellow. So low yellow cannot be here. Cannot be here. So the low yellow in box 6 has to be one of these. That means the low yellow in box 4 must be one of these. Interesting. So the low yellow is either here. So it's either here or here. If it's here, that means it matches here, so it can't be there, so it would have to be there. If it's here, it can't be there, so it would be there. So either one still kind of works. Okay. Where is the low red? The low red has to be one of these two. So this can never be a low red. So since this can't be low red, this can't be low green. Low green could be either of these two. We're not sure which. Low blue would be one of these two. If the low blue was here, obviously couldn't be here because of knight's move, so it would have to be here. If it's here, it obviously can't be these, so it would have to be here. So the highs here must be red and green. Obviously, this can't be red, so the high red would have to be one of these two. The high green could be any of these three, though. So that's not really helpful. I'm not good with anti-knights, so this will take a little longer. In theory, it makes a lot of sense with the XV situation. But I'm just really bad with these. I'm not seeing it right now. Hmm. Hmm. Whatever this digit is cannot be here or here. Interesting. So can this ever be a low? If it's low, it can only be 1 through 4 blue. Because the green 1 through 4 sees that by Knight's move, anti-Knight. So if it's low blue, it would see this and this. And therefore, it would eliminate all possibilities in box 2 for low blue. So this cannot be low blue. It cannot be low green. It has to be high. So this is low blue or green here. This is 6 through 9. Yeah, sorry about this. I'm just not good with the seeing these things really in general. Um So low yellow is one of these two. Low red is one of these two. This is yellow possibility, green or red. This is blue possibility, red or green. Hmm. Hmm. So this has to be blue, green, or red. Yeah. Hmm. If this is blue, this has to be the low blue. This is high. This would be low blue, obviously. So then this would be low blue. This would be high. High blue could not be any of these, but that's also because of that. Then this is low blue. High blue cannot be here because of the X. So high blue would have to be here, here, and then one of these two. That seems okay. Because this would see by Knight's move and by normal Sudoku. This would be next to the low blue. So this is what? Red, yellow, and green because it can't be blue. Ah, this can't be blue. If this were blue, which low and high blue is going to be here? Well, low blue's here, high blue's here. They both see this cell. And therefore, this cannot be low or high blue. So this can't be blue. Therefore, this is a green-red pair. This is a green-red pair. Therefore, this cannot be green or red. Therefore, this is blue, which makes this blue. This can't be blue anymore, so this is green. This green means this can't be green here or red. This has to be a yellow-blue pair. This can't be yellow. This can't be red. Therefore, these are yellow. This can't be blue and green. Sorry, it can't be blue or yellow. So this can't be green. This is blue. Yellow's here. Yellow's here. Which means this can't be a low yellow. So this is also green or red. Since this is green or red, this cannot be green and red as a low. So this is blue and yellow as a low. This has to be the low blue. This has to be the high blue. This cannot be the low yellow, which means this has to be the low yellow here. This can't be low yellow because of knights, anti-knights. So this is 6, 7, or 8. This is 2, 3, 4. This can't be yellow. So this is green or red. High blue cannot be here because of knight's move. Cannot be here because it needs an X there. So it has to be here. Therefore, that's a high blue. So this can't be 6. This can't be 4. No 4. No 1. No 1. No 4. No 1. High red cannot be here. We already knew that, though. High red cannot be here. So high red's one of these two. Okay. We have... Where is the last low yellow? It has to be here. Because we have 8 of them. So the last low yellow is here. Low blue has to be one of these two. High blue has to be one of these two. Cannot be here, so this must be the high blue. We are missing. We have a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 quintuplet. So this must be 1 through 4. This must be 1 through 4. It cannot be the red 1 through 4 by knight's move. So this must be the green, which means this can't be green. This is red, which means this can't be green. This can't be red then. This must correspond. This can't be red. This has to be green. This can't be the low 1 through 4. So this is the high 1 through 4. Which makes this the low 1 through 4 green. The high, sorry, the high green and then the low green. I can't. Okay, so this is. We still don't have a differentiator here. We need. So the greens are already in column 7 and column 8. So in column 9, we need both of these to be green. because there's no other place for it. Because if they're both red, we don't have enough spaces for both greens. So this has to be green. So this must be blue and green low in row 1 in box 1, right? Because this is low, so one of these three is low blue. We have low green, which means one of these three is low green, but this is low green and this is low blue, so this cannot be low blue or low green. Therefore, this is a combination of low blue and low green. We have high red. High red cannot be here. This can't be low green, so this must be low blue because of the red-green pair here. This can't be low blue then because this is low green. We now have, I think, 8 low blues. So the last low blue has to be here. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Low red is one of these two. It cannot be here because there would have to be a V next to it, so this has to be the low red. Low red can't be here because of knight's move, so this must be low red here. Okay. Interesting. So low red is here, low red is here, low red is here, low red is here. Low red cannot be here because of this, so this must be low red here. Because that's low red, one of these two is low red here. That doesn't help too much. High yellow is one of these two. High blue is one of these two. Okay, that doesn't help us much. We have a 5, a high green. High green cannot be here. So high green is one of these two. We have high red. High red cannot be here because there would have to be an X next to here. So this has to be high red. And this can't be high red because of... Right, so this can't be high red. These can't be high red because of the high red in the box. This can't be high red because of high red in anti-knight. So this must be the high red then. So since this is high red, this can't be high red. This has to be green, which means this can't be red. This is green. This can't be green. This is red. So this has to be high green. This is low green. High red cannot be here, sorry, low red cannot be here or here. So it must be here. So this is low red. High red cannot be here, but we already knew that. One of these two is high red, one of these two is high red. Therefore, this must be high red here. That means this is a 5, because that's the only digit remaining. Because we have all the highs and all the lows taken into account. Therefore, this has to be a 5 here, because it can't be anything else. This is a high, because it can't be 5s, and it's a high green. This must be high yellow or high red. Either seems okay. High yellow cannot be here. High yellow cannot be here, so high yellow has to be here. Because otherwise there would be an X next to it. This can't be high yellow, so this is high yellow. High yellow can't be here, can't be here, can't be here because of knight's move, so this must be high yellow. High yellow can't be here because of knight's move, so this must be high yellow. Which makes this a 5. We're missing high yellow here, so this is high yellow. and this must be a 5 then. Okay. These can't be 5s. We're missing green and red highs. This can't be high red because of the knight's move, so this is green, this is red. Green high cannot be here, green high cannot be here, therefore this must be green high, which makes this a 5. Since this is 5, this can't be 5 here, so this must be 5 here. This can't be 5, this can't be 5, so this must be 5 here. These can't be 5 anymore. This has to be a high green. This then must be high red. Okay, what else are we missing? We have yellow, we have green, yellow, and blue, so this is red high. We're missing green high, so this is green high. And this must be blue high. What are we missing in column 9? We're missing a low. No, we're missing a high. And it's a red high. So that's red high. We're missing now yellow high. And yellow high cannot be here. Otherwise, there would be an X there. So this is yellow high here, which makes this a 5. So this can't be 5 here, which makes this a 5. We're almost colored completely. Yellow cannot... What is the last one here? This is red high. Now we are missing blue and yellow. And this can't be yellow, so this must be blue. Because there would be an X next to it, so this is yellow, which makes this 6, 7, 8. This is 7, 8, 9. But we need a 7 around this quad. And so all the green highs are 7. Since all the green highs are 7, that must mean this is 2 and 3 for the green and the red. So all the yellows are 4. Ugh. So all the low yellows are 4. So all the high yellows are 6. That leaves the low blues as 1. So the low blues are 1, and the high blues are 9. Now we have the low greens. Are 3. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're almost done solving this. So this must be 7 here. And the low reds are 2, and the high reds are 8. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, apologies. I'm not good with anti-knights, so it will always take me longer. I don't know what it is. I just really don't understand. But I just don't see anti-knight rules very well at all. Everybody has their own limitations, so it's always going to take me a little longer. I think it actually works really well with this rule set. It's just I'm not very good seeing them anyways, so... But either way, I hope you enjoyed the solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.